In this part, we are going to focus on creating and logging in with a user. So for this, we are going to need a new view controller that is going to be our login or register view. So I'm going to grab a view controller and let's put it right next to our item view. And what this will be is just a pop-up showing our user to log in or register if he is not already logged in into our application. So we need a few labels here and some text fields. So let's grab a label. I'm going to put this on top, and then I need two buttons. One is going to be our login and one is going to be register. And also I need three text fields. Okay, let's just start from top, and actually we need one more button here. I'm going to put this on top. This is going to be our cancel button. In case if user doesn't want to log in, we are going to use this button here. So let's just change the color and size here. I'm going to make it bold. That's too much. Let's just make it bold. Okay, and change the size to 20. And I'm going to change the color into this orange that I'm using for my application. Then for the label, I'm going to call this login, and let's make it bigger. So it's going to be, instead of system, let's call this title 1. And I want this from border to border, and to touch here our safe area. And let's call this login. Since it's our button is over our label, there is no problem for our user clicking it. But if your label is on top of your button, just make sure in the hierarchy here the cancel button comes after our label, so it's on top. And we just have to set our constraints, so it's going to be 0 on top, left and right we put 16. And same for our cancel button, we are going to say 0 on top, left 16, and we are going to fix the width to be 79. And then we are going to have three text fields here, which are going to be for login and password. Not three, actually two. First is going to be email, and the second one is going to be for password. So let's just put a placeholder here, email. And while we have selected our text field, we can change the keyboard type into email address. And this is going to be our password. And we can change this to make secure text entry, so it doesn't show what we are inputting. And then I will put my two buttons here, one on the left and one on the right. On the left is going to be login, and on the right is going to be register. Okay, let's just reposition them, and I'm going to enlarge them. Let's make 75 width for both of them. And also I'm going to change the color of the text. Is going to be white color, and the background color is going to be this orange. Same for my register, background will be the orange and the text color will be white. But I'm going to let's make this bold so it stands out. Yeah. Okay, and we will need one more button here. Let me just copy and paste this one. I'm going to put this exactly in the middle of my view, and this is going to be resend email, and let's make this bigger, and I'm going to use my constraint here to center horizontally and vertically, and also I want to make it a little bit bigger and set the size of our width. Let's put this to be fixed 100. Let's put 140 here. Okay, and one more button we need. This is going to be hidden, so we don't want to show this all the time. I'm going to show a forgot password button. So let's copy and paste this and call this forgot password. And here I'm going to just put the color of my text in this orange, and background is going to be clear color. Okay, this is going to be 8 points from our center, and let's keep the width and height standard. So by default this button will be visible. Once we click this, it will send an email with the reset password, and also this one will be visible in case if our user doesn't get the password, he can click this button to resend his password. So this is how our user interface is going to look, and in our next lecture we are going to, actually I forgot to add some constraints here. So let's select the two text fields. Top is going to be multiple because this area and this area are different, but left and right we are going to set 16 points. And login button, I'm going to set 17 on top, 16 on the left, width to 75. And same with our register button, just it's going to be on the right side and top, and width is going to be fixed. So this is set. This one we have red constraints because we have to time set our width. So let's change that. And what we want to do, this one knows where it is. This one, let's set the height as well in our constraints. We had it already. So we have bottom, we have equals, and we have the height. And this one knows where it is going to be. We are missing one constraint here, and I don't know why it doesn't recognize, because we know where this thing is. So let's see again, width, vertical, height. Okay, let's just, for now, we're going to give this view identifier. So select your view controller, and storyboard ID is going to be login view. And in our next lecture, we are going to create a file for this, and we're going to do our connections.